Hello, everyone. This is Miss Pebbles. I am back. I am back. I am back. I have changed the name of the channel to Third Floor Creations by Miss Pebbles because now I have my craft room back and it is on the third floor of my house. So today I'm just bringing a quick video about the Dylusions paint that I mixed with my do-it-yourself texture paste. I just purchased these paints. I have about 8 of the colors, and that's just a piece of paper of me playing around with the paint and getting my little blending sponges together. So the do-it-yourself texture paste, I went online, I watched every video there is, so I'm sorry I can't link to just one person. But I used the gesso, the baby powder from Walmart, Mod Podge, and after adding more powder because it was too thin, adding more gesso because it was too thick, I made that very big tub right there. And that is a pretty big size. And I knew I wouldn't use all of that, but it came out pretty good. And excuse the tank top, didn't know it was that low. And I watched someone's video where they tinted their texture paste to match a project that they did. So this is just me showing you I used some Craft Smart Violet paint, added it to some of the texture paste in that container, and came out with that lavender color. What I noticed when I bought the Dylusions paint that is so vibrant that I took some of that crushed grape right there, added it to the texture paste, and look how vibrant that color is. It is so nice. It is almost the exact same color of the Dylusions paint. I'm quite sure if I added some more paint, I could probably get it to the crushed grape and be true to color of the Dylusions paint. The container that I'm talking about right here, I got from Walmart in the aisle with the aluminum foil and the freezer paper and things like that. They're called take home cups. Come 6 in a pack, and I want to say it was $2 and maybe 47 cents. They screw on, so they're pretty good. Nothing has dried out on me. This one is the Craft Smart Bright Pink. That one gave me kind of a light pink, mauve kind of color, which came out pretty good. Have a little butterfly right here, and that was using a stencil from the dollar store. Then I mixed it with the Dylusions bubblegum pink paint, and that came out awesome. I really, really like that one. Really looks like some bubblegum. Don't have any samples of the Dylusions one because I actually just made that batch up. This one is Island Blue from Craft Smart, and that one gave me a light blue that would probably be good for kind of a background on something. But I did make a stencil with that one as well from the dollar store stencil, and there that one is right there. And it came out really, really good, but then again, it's not the same color as what the paint bottle is. So I took some Dylusions paint, which is going to be the London Blue. And when I mixed the London Blue Dylusions paint with the do-it-yourself texture paste, that one came out really, really, really bright. I like the brightness of the Dylusions paints. I like the pastel, the look that you get from the Craft Smart. But of course, this was using maybe 1 or 2 palette scoops of the palette knife in the Dylusions. So I'm quite sure, again, if I added more Dylusions, I could probably get that color to pop even more. But I was satisfied with that color that it came out for now. If I needed to be brighter, I'll just add some to it later. The, excuse me. So that Dylusions paint, being the London Blue, again, if I wanted to come out brighter, I'll just add some at a later time. So the next thing I'm going to show you is that I did about 3 more using Dylusions, but I hadn't made them up with the Craft Smart paint. So the first one is going to be, I think it's Post Box Red. I want to say that's what it is called, Post Box Red, if that's the correct name of that colored paint. Please excuse me. But the Post Box Red really came out nice and vibrant. That one came out the same color as the Dylusions paint. And the other one I made was the Squeezed Orange. and that one didn't match it. I think only used one scoop because I actually didn't want that one to be too vibrant when I looked at it. But if you notice, the amount of that one is way more than the other containers. And that's because I actually mixed that one in the jar. This is what I used after I ran out of that big container of do it yourself texture paste. And I just took an empty jar, one big poof of powder, a good squirt of gesso, and a good pour of Mod Podge. And I took about 2 to 3 scoops of the Dylusions paint and mixed it in there till it became the consistency that I wanted. And again, that's me saying after I ran out of it, out of the tube, out of the tub. So that one I mixed in the container. And with the containers being clear, I could actually look at the bottom to see and the sides to make sure that I didn't miss any powder or glue or Mod Podge or gesso and make sure everything is mixed. So it's good to have the clear container to mix everything up in. Excuse me, I'm really battling these allergies here. So pretty much, again, those containers are at Walmart in the food section where you would find your sandwich baggies, your saran wrap and aluminum foil, things like that. And six in a pack for $2.47 is not bad. And you can fit a fair amount. I didn't read the package to see how many ounces it will hold, but that seems to be for what I'm using them for. Now, this is just a quick view of some glitter paste that I made. And I'm going to do a separate video on that, but I just wanted to show that I made those four up using Aleene's clear gel, some gesso,
No
glitter,
gesso, but
and that
Mod
one, the
Podge.
purple one I
Sorry
tinted
about
with
that.
food coloring, and the blue one I also tinted with food coloring, but it's really comparison to that London blue, even though I didn't use the London blue. It came out pretty good. So this is a sample of what it looks like when I did a stencil using the purple and the blue. And again, a dollar store stencil. I think it came out pretty good. So I'll be doing a separate video on that coming up shortly once I get my editing skills together and video skills back on track. Again, it's been far too long, and I'm glad that I finally have another craft room where I can create and try to learn new techniques and bring you guys what I've seen and what I've learned. Please leave your comments. Thank you very much.